So it seems like forever ago when backup true freshman quarterback Tua Tagovailoa replaced Jalen Hurts in the second half of the national championship game and threw the game-winning touchdown, which led Alabama over the Georgia Bulldogs. But that wasn't even 4 years ago. And if you fast forward to today, the team that drafted Tua, the Miami Dolphins, seem like they're sick of him and want to move on. But why? What's going on? And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. So let's get into it. But before we get into the video, make sure to leave a like, share and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when I next upload a video. And also, if you're interested in anything that I do outside of YouTube, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at SportsButCasually. Now we begin. So ever since Tua was named Elite 11 MVP back in 2016, he's been heralded as the next big NFL QB prospect. A generational talent, if you would. Lest we forget, tank for Tua was a legitimate saying, as he was projected to be the first overall pick whenever he decided to declare for the NFL draft. That was until, however, he suffered a multitude of injuries versus Mississippi State in 2019, which cut his junior seasons short. But despite his injuries, Tua declared for the 2020 NFL Draft and was selected 5th overall by the Miami Dolphins. Ironically, the team that popularized the tank for Tua saying. So, match made in heaven, right? The Dolphins have been interested in Tua since 2019. And it just seemed like luck, fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it, that he fell to them all the way to number 5. So, everybody wins. The Dolphins get their guy, Tua's balling out, and everybody in the 3 or 5 is happy and loving life. Right? But, as we all know, life is never that simple. Tua has barely been in the NFL for a year, and the Dolphins are treating the Hawaii native like a pimple, more or less. They want absolutely nothing to do with him, and they're trying to get rid of him as quickly as possible. I know that's pretty gross, but allow it. It makes sense. But I am not a Tua hater. In fact, I think that we all need to back off for Tua a bit. He has some part to blame in what's happening, but we need to realize the Dolphins have absolutely ruined and failed him at every single turn since they drafted him. First off, Tua should have never played in 2020. My guy was coming off a hip injury that was so bad that it was only seen in patients who've been in serious car accidents. Yet, coming off of that injury, you throw him out there with one of the worst offensive lines in the league and no run game whatsoever to speak of. That making any sense? But the worst thing they decided to do, the cherry on top of this QB mismanagement cake, was after you named him the starter, you proceeded to pull him in late game situations twice. Delicious. So, what you're telling me is that in tough games, you bench your franchise quarterback for a journeyman and you don't even give him the chance to clutch up and try to win the game for you? You blatantly broke your young quarterback's confidence, showing him that you have no faith in him whatsoever when the going gets tough. And yes, Tua later admitted that, he didn't know the playbook all that well. And while that doesn't shine a very favorable light on Tua, Flores, if he didn't know the playbook that well, why did you bother to start him? You could have just ride it out with Fitzpatrick, let Tua heal up even more and learn the playbook. But you threw him out here to pull him, to break his confidence when he wasn't 100%, not only physically, but mentally and knowing the playbook. So a rocky rookie season ends, but you're heading into your sophomore season, year 2. And with OTAs and training camps, and with Tua given the keys to the car, you would think that, he's giving up fair chance to show what he could do and if he could lead the team properly. But nope! That's because the Dolphins spent the offseason and frankly most of this season trying to trade for Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. And hey, I get it. Watson is a top 10 quarterback in this league. He's still very young. And the Dolphins are desperate to stop tanking and be good again. But what I can't overlook is, Watson has his own problems going on right now. About 22 problems exactly going on right now. Not even a full year in Miami, and the Dolphins are trying to get rid of Tua as soon as they got him. So just keep track with me. The head coach, the front office, and the offensive coordinator don't have any faith in their young quarterback. But, at least the teammates have faith in him and, believe in him. Right? You kind of get where I'm going with this. Nope, they don't. As he wasn't even named the team captain. Now, you might be thinking, not really a big deal, What's important about being a captain? All you get is like a C on your shirt with like some stars on them. It's not really a big deal, right? It kinda is. Just put it into perspective. The Jets named their rookie quarterback Zach Wilson a team captain before he even took an NFL snap. Sounds like a lot of trust that those teammates have in him. That same trust that the Dolphins teammates don't have in Tua. Dog, Tua's in a toxic relationship right now. But at least he's getting paid to be in one. That has to count for something, right? So now we're heading into week 8 of the 2021 NFL season. It's another horrible one for the Dolphins as a regressed defense, another horrible offensive line, no running game. No offense, Myles Gaskins, I like you, you're cool. And injuries to 3 of the top wide receivers on the Dolphins is somehow all being blamed on Tua. And it's his fault for the team not really performing that well. Which is not fair in the slightest. And with all of that, the trade rumors concerning the Dolphins and quarterback Deshaun Watson are beginning to heat up again. And I'm sure with all of that going on, I'm sure it makes Tua feel like a fish out of water. But horrible jokes aside, I just want to reiterate that I don't think Tua is perfect. He struggles to read NFL defenses, his arm isn't really the best, and he's a little injury prone. But what I would say is that the situation that he's in isn't really fair to him. He's not really given a proper opportunity to shine. Not to mention his flaws or his shortcomings are multiplied by 100, and his successes or the positive things that he does isn't really talked about as much. It's kind of like, what Josh Rosen found himself in with the Cardinals a few years ago, and they ended up shipping him out and getting Kyler Murray like the next year. But to me, it seems that Tua Tagovailoa was drafted by the NFL team that wanted him the most. He was thrown in frankly a shitty situation and has been mishandled and thrown under the bus for all the team's faults and shortcomings, which isn't fair to him. It says more about the Dolphins organization and, their tanking that they've been doing for the while, how it's not working out. And they're so desperate, to get some sort of success, they're willing to write off all of their wrongs and swing again and keep swinging. Where you're not taking the time to, the grass isn't always green on the other side, I'll just put it like that. But that is just my outside opinion on this whole Tua Dolphins situation. Let me know what you guys think about how the Dolphins are handling Tua and what you guys think Tua. Is he, can he be a franchise quarterback in the NFL? But that's it, guys. I'll see you all next time for my next upload. You guys take care and be safe. Later.